Oh, hey, it's you. Excellent. Good timing. So Mr. Cobb had such great success hunting down a perfect cup of coffee that I thought this week I would borrow his trusty explorer's cap and get myself some of these handy dandy high-tech boomwhacker binoculars to go in search of our question for a final time. Are humans the only ones who make music on the planet? Let's go find out. It's music time. Well, folks, so what we have discovered so far is that there are a lot of people that make music on the planet with things found in nature. But I still want to know if there are things in nature that make music that sound a little bit more like music to our human ears. And it turns out that there are. I bet you've already thought of quite a few. There's birds and animals and insects, even fish. I mean real fish. Holy smokes. Come on, let's take a closer look at the music that other living things make on the planet. Ooh, so let's start with the insects, all of the creepy crawlies that you can find around the forest and the planet. Hey, check out how the cricket makes its song.
Ever notice how a quiet summer evening is actually pretty noisy? It's mostly these guys. Crickets clearly have a lot to say. Grates across all those teeth on the top wing. Researchers call it stridulation.
That was amazing! Their little wings are like little tiny violins. Who knew? And so what about amphibians? Amphibians are cold-blooded animals that have gills when they're born and they live in water, and then as adults, they breathe air. Frogs and toads are amphibians, and whoa, do they make a lot of ruckus with their songs. Whoa, they look so silly. Hey, did you hear how the bullfrog had a call and response going? That's when one animal sings and then you hear another animal sing back. There are a lot of animals that sing back and forth to each other. For example, birds. Hey, take a look. Oh, and now listen. beautiful. Could you hear the club-winged mannequin respond? And now we go onward to fish. Yes, fish. They not only swim in schools, but they sing in a chorus. Who knew? That is totally weird. When they're all humming together, it sounds like alien music. So, that brings us to mammals. Mammals are warm-blooded animals that have fur or hair and typically live births. What that means is that they don't hatch from an egg or a larvae or something. And here are just a few who make music. Isn't it totally weird that a bat is a mammal? Did you know that? Another animal that we don't tend to think of as a mammal and is the ultimate songkeeper is the whale.
Chorus of sounds fills the ocean. Clicks, pulses, whistles, groans, boings, cries, and trills, to name a few. But the most famous parts of this underwater symphony are the evocative melodies, or songs, composed by the world's largest mammals, whales. Whale songs are one of the most sophisticated communication systems in the animal kingdom. Only a few species are known to sing. One reason whale songs are so fascinating is their pattern. Units like moans, cries, and chirps are arranged in phrases. Repeated phrases are assembled into themes. Multiple themes repeated in a predictable pattern create a song. Each discrete population has a different song. Songs evolve over time as units or phrases are added, changed, or dropped. And when males from different populations are feeding within earshot, phrases are often exchanged.
Whoa, they were actually making music together. Well, I don't know about you, but I think that it is awesome that humans are not the only ones who make music on the planet. In fact, some believe that humans learned how to make music from animals. How amazing is that? So, I challenge you to go out and find more, because that was just a really, really, really small sample. See if you can find what you think is the most unusual animal on the planet that makes its own music, and then send it in to us so we can check it out. Well, my friends, they say that music is the universal language, a language that can be understood and used by anyone around the world. It's something that we all have in common, not just us, but with animals and even the elements: wind, fire, water, even the earth. The elements of music: rhythm, tempo, theme, variation, dynamics, mood, all of it can also be found in the music of nature, and it's something that brings us all together. must mean that it's time for rhythms with Mrs. Eyestone. And a little bird told me that you might be doing some drumming this week.
If you're looking for trouble, I can show you how. We don't have to wait. My favorite time of day is right now. Oh, any day or night time.
That was my son Ben, playing the drums with singer-songwriter Nikki Lane on the Conan O'Brien show a few years ago. And you may have recognized Alex Munoz and Eric Whitman in the band as well. They were both featured in previous episodes when I interviewed friends who are professional musicians in Nashville. There's a saying among musicians that a band is only as good as its drummer. And that's because they are the beat keeper. And all the other instruments, including the singers, are playing and singing various rhythms that go right along with the beat. And that beat needs to be steady, or the music can be kind of messy or even fall apart. So I asked my son on one of my visits to Nashville if he would do a drumming tutorial for my students, and he said, yeah, sure. So here you go. I hope you learned as much as I did.
Hey Ben.
Hello.
Hi. So what is a drummer just starting out, what do they need to know first?
First thing, you need to know how to hold the stick. So you pinch it between these two fingers, and then the rest just go right underneath it. And then you keep your fingers on the stick, hand over. And so yeah, you're just going like this, keeping your fingers on the stick, but it's very light. You can pull it out really easily. You're not holding it very hard at all.
Okay, great. So why don't you play a typical rock beat?
All right. So rock is pretty straightforward. There's no swing to it, so it's all just eighth notes and quarter notes. So.
Okay.
And you can play that to almost any rock song on the planet.
Okay, great. Well, so you're down here in Nashville, so you play a lot of country. What is a typical country beat?
There's two that are very common. There's the country shuffle, which is hi-hat, kick, snare. And then there's the train beat, which is a lot of times played with brushes. And it's just all on the snare. 16th notes with accents on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, great. Anything else to show me? Like a blues beat? Is that any different?
Okay, and then there's a blues shuffle.
Okay.
Which is going to be triplets, but you leave out the second one. So in a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So.
Okay, awesome. Now, Ben, you've been drumming for a long time. And so backing up to like when you first learned to even get a roll on the drum, you know, just getting you showed us how to hold the drums, the drumsticks. But what about just getting a sound, an even sound?
So yeah, to start, just practice by just doing single strokes and trying to get each one to sound the exact same as the other.
Okay.
So just keep the stick height the exact same with each stick on each stroke. And then as you get faster, try to keep it as even as you can.
Okay. Anything else to tell an absolute beginner?
Time is everything. Get a metronome and practice to that. Because if you don't have time, you have nothing.
Yeah, steady beat.
Yes, you have to be able to keep everything as consistent as you can. You don't want to speed up or slow down. You want everything to be as equal as you can. Steady.
I made sure to ask Ben about independence, playing different rhythms in each hand and each foot all at the same time. This is what he said.
Getting independence between all your limbs, because playing drums is all about using all 4 limbs at a separate time doing a different thing. So the easiest way to start out, just start with your hands. So on the hi-hat, do quarter notes. And with your left hand, do half notes on 2 and 4. So just getting your left hand to not have to hit every time the right hand does. And then you can do 8th notes. Once you've practiced that, incorporate your right foot. So on 1 and 3 of the measure. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. While your right hand is doing 8th notes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And once you have that down, incorporate your left foot. So what I'm going to do is open up the hi-hat with my left foot on just before 2 and 4. So all 4 limbs doing a different thing at once.
Pretty tricky.
Yeah, so just start with this. Then add the foot.
Okay, great. So how much practice does it take?
I am still practicing, and it's been 15 years.
Wow.
So it never ends. And
Okay.
you'll always find something else to be better at, but that's the basics to get started. Starts with the stick grip. And then your independence, and getting all your limbs to do different things, and then just sit down and practice. Learn all your favorite songs. Put headphones in, and sit down and play along and try to figure out all those parts. And once you get them down, then you can do them yourself and incorporate them into your own music.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Ben.
You're welcome.
Whoa! That was too cool. Hey, Mr. Cobb in Elements of Music this week is going to help us learn more about melody and harmony. Let's go check it out.
Hey everyone, Mr. Cobb here with Elements of Music for this week. So in our past 3 Music Time episodes, we've been looking at the vocabulary terms that help us make, understand, and appreciate music more fully. And last episode, we watched a line writer video where we got to see these elements of music in action. We saw how changes in beat or tempo, dynamics, pitch, rhythm, texture, and form all affected our experience of the music. Well, we've covered pretty much all the terms in our list. Well, I wanted to spend our time today looking again at the words melody and harmony. While I can tell you the definitions of these words, there have already been lots of music teachers all around the United States and even the world that have already put together great explanations of the concepts melody and harmony. So today I thought we'd take a look at the work of some other teachers rather than me reinventing the wheel by doing it all again myself. Let's start with a review of the word melody. Here's a short lesson that comes from Australia, from a video series called Sing, Step, and Grow. Let's take a look.
Hi there. Today we're looking at melody. What exactly is a melody? Well, another word for melody is a tune. A melody is probably what you're singing along with when your favourite song comes on in the car. A melody is a combination of both pitch, high and low sounds, and duration, long and short sounds, also known as rhythm. A melody is a horizontal arrangement of both pitch and rhythm. One pitch and rhythm, followed by another pitch and rhythm, followed by another pitch and rhythm, and so on and so on. Pretty much every song we sing has a melody, a combination of low pitches and high pitches, of long notes and short notes. A horizontal arrangement of both of those elements.
So, melody can be defined as a tune comprised of rhythms and pitches. It's the part of the song we often sing along with. Okay, so how about the word harmony? Well, let's take a look at a couple of clips. First from the Manchester Craftsmen's Guild, and then from a YouTuber named Joel Dave. Let's check it out.
Harmony. What is it? Let's find out. Harmony is the result of playing two different sounds or notes together simultaneously. Two or more notes played at the same time, that's harmony. Multiple instruments playing together with a common goal to support the melody or soloist, that's harmony. Just like teammates working together to win a game, musicians work together to create harmony. How will you work with others to create harmony?
A pitch is any sound that you hear, either high, low, or somewhere in between. And now, let me give you an example. Melody. This is in between melody and low. Melody.
Low can be very low. Low can be very low.
What you just heard was three different melodic pitches coming together at the same time. When more than two pitches come together at the same time, we call that a harmony. And when several pitches come together in a linear progression, we call that a melody.
So, at its most basic, harmony is two or more notes being played or sung together at the same time. Those notes generally have to sound good together to be considered harmony. Maybe that's why we also use the word harmony to mean getting along well with other people. All right, our next clip comes from a couple of performers that go by the name Glass Duo. The man on your right, in the dark shirt, he plays the harmony notes, while the woman in white plays a combination of melody and harmony notes. They'll be playing a song from the Christmas time favorite, The Nutcracker, by Tchaikovsky. The song they're going to play is titled Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. You've got to see it to believe it. Let's take a look. So, we've covered melody, the main tune of a song that we sing along with, and harmony, two or more notes being played or sung at the same time. I'd like to leave you with a video clip of another duo that goes by the name Two Step. They will be demonstrating melody and harmony in their version of a classic song, Pachelbel's Canon in D. If you've ever attended a wedding, you've probably heard this tune, but I guarantee you haven't heard it like this before. Let's check it out. Well, we've covered melody and harmony today, and that's going to do it for Elements of Music this week. We'll see you next time.
What? Laughing sheep? What does laughing have to do with music? Well, you didn't do it with your voice, so maybe, let's head over to voice class with Mr. Reynolds and see what he has to say.
Last week, we learned all about the vocal cords and how we use them to make sound whenever we're talking, shouting, humming, or even singing. Now today, we're gonna learn all about the other muscle that you use whenever you make sound, whenever you sing, and that muscle is called the diaphragm.
The diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscle that sits right below the lungs.
Whenever we breathe in, the diaphragm pulls down on our lungs, increasing the lung size, and that allows air to go down your mouth into your lungs. And whenever you breathe out, your diaphragm relaxes, allowing your lungs to shrink back to their normal size, and that has the air go out of your lungs and then out of your mouth. There's a fun experiment that you can try at home to build your own model lung with its own diaphragm. Now this experiment is a little bit more complicated, so you might want to get some adults' help. You're going to need a plastic bottle, a straw, a rubber band, scissors, 2 balloons, and some Play-Doh. Carefully cut your bottle to about half the size. Then tie a knot in one end of the balloon and cut off the fat end of the balloon. Stretch the balloon around the bottom of your plastic bottle. Put a straw in the neck of the other balloon and secure it tightly with a rubber band, but not so tight that you crush the straw. The air must flow through, so test it with a little blow through the straw to see if the balloon inflates. Put the straw and the balloon into the neck of the bottle and secure with the Play-Doh to make a seal around the bottle. Make sure again that you don't crush the straw. Now, hold the bottle and pull the knot of the balloon at the bottom. What happens? You should find that the balloon inside of the bottle inflates a bit. And as you let go, the balloon deflates. The balloon at the bottom of the bottle is like your diaphragm, and when it pulls down, it allows your lungs to fill up and get bigger inside of your chest. If you choose to do this experiment, send a video or a picture of your model lung with a diaphragm to your music teacher so we can see how awesome you are. With exercise and practice, you can make your diaphragm even stronger. You can increase your lung capacity.
Lung capacity is how much air your lungs can hold.
And you can learn to exhale at a constant rate, which is important for singing and for playing a wind instrument. Now let's get started with our vocal exercises for today.
Okay, so now we're going to do a warm-up activity that exercises our diaphragm. Now remember, the diaphragm is that muscle that runs right underneath your lungs, right down here, and it helps us push the air out of our lungs, through our vocal cords, and then out of our mouth, okay? And so this exercise is called the laughing warm-up. And why it's called a laughing warm-up? Because when you laugh, you use your diaphragm a lot. I don't know about you, but when I laugh a lot, I start to get, like, my tummy starts to get tired or sore. It's because you're using your diaphragm to laugh a lot. So that's what this exercise is all about. So the words for this exercise are ya, ha, ha. So you're gonna do a ya, like ya, ya, and then ha, 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 like you're laughing, okay? And when we're doing this exercise, I wanna make sure that your mouth is open all the way. It's like you just drop your jaw, ya. When you go ya, you drop your jaw, ya, and then you just keep your mouth open. Ya, ha, 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 and your mouth stays the same, okay? It sounds like this. Ya, ha, 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 ha. Just that much. And then we're gonna go up a little bit by little as we're gonna get higher and higher, okay? So let's get started. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Ya, ha, 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 ha. 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 Very good. That is the laughing warm-up. It exercises our diaphragm. It gets our diaphragms moving. The next thing we're going to do is called 1, 1, 2, 1. At least that's what I call it. Behind me, you can see some numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully you can see all those numbers. And we're going to sing those numbers using what we call a scale, okay? So, starting right here, this is 1, and we're gonna go 1, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna keep going up and getting further and further. You can look at those numbers over my shoulder, and we can do this warm up, okay? I'm just gonna do it. I want you to follow me. You can read those numbers if you get lost. Are you ready to go? Okay. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pretty cool. I wonder, did any of you get tongue-tied? Did any of you stumble with your words a little bit? You know, that's okay. You can always go back and listen to it and try it again. But you know what? We're not done yet. If you thought that was interesting and that was fun, we're going to do it backwards. Instead of starting with 1 and going 1, 2, 1, we're going to start with 8. And we're going to go 8, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go backwards, okay? So we're going to start up here with 8. 1, 2, ready, go. 8, 8, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wonderful! Great job, everybody. One other aspect of a vocal workout is our lips and our tongue. Without our lips and our tongue, the words we say would not be clear. So we're going to do an exercise right now that is going to help us make sure that our speech is very, very clear while we sing. And this song is very simple. It goes along to the tune of Yankee Doodle Went to Town. You probably recognize that song. If not, you're going to pick it up really quickly. But the words are different. The words are, aardvarks are my friends. And that's it. You're just going to say that over and over again. Aardvarks are my friends, aardvarks are my friends, over and over again. And you're going to focus on trying to make sure that your speech is very, very, very clear. Okay? It sounds like this. Aardvarks are my friends, 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 aardvarks are my friends. Okay, let's try that one more time. Sing it with me. It's going to sound weird. We want really crisp words coming out of your mouth. Let's try it again. 1, 2, ready, go. Aardvarks are my friends, 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 aardvarks are my friends.
Well, my friends, another splendiferous episode of Music Time. Hey, remember my challenge. What do you think is the most unusual animal out there that makes its own music? We can't wait to hear what you come up with. So, until next time on Music Time, take care, be kind.